Hi, I'm Lisa Rose, love and relationship coach and creator of Deeper Love, Better Sex. Yesterday, I was talking with a client about something that I've heard from many of my clients over the years. And it's something that I experienced of plenty of myself years ago. So I thought I'd share with you what I shared with her. She was describing to me a date she'd been on with somebody new, and she was a little bit perturbed that he had spent almost the entire time talking about himself. And I know how frustrating this can be. I know how boring it can get to just sit there and try to look like you're interested when somebody's just blabbing on and on. Here's what I also know about men. When they're nervous, they tend to talk more and they tend to want to try to impress us. And it's not the best strategy, but it's just often their default. So years ago when I was in the dating world and I just kind of had a string of dates where this was happening and I was a little bit frustrated and fed up with it, I decided to try something. I was sitting across from a man who had been talking kind of incessantly about himself and really hadn't asked me any questions. And we were maybe half hour, 45 minutes in. And out of the blue, I got this idea to just have a little check-in with him. But I knew that I wanted to do it in a way where I wouldn't be blaming him and he wouldn't feel attacked. And so my intention was to lead with my curiosity rather than with criticism or judgment. So I just said, hey, would you like to have a little check-in and just kind of see how this is going for us? And he was a little taken aback, but he said, okay. And I said something like, so I've noticed in our time together, it feels to me like you've been doing the bulk of the talking. Does it seem that way to you? And part of my incentive in doing this was to find out whether he'd be able to be a little bit mindful and reflective and kind of take a step back and say, it actually does seem that way. And I know I have that tendency when I get nervous to talk. But what he did instead is he got a little rattled and got a little defensive and he didn't really know what to do. So that was more information for me about who this gentleman was and whether or not I was going to be inclined to want to spend more time with him. Turns out I wasn't. But what was important about this experience was to not kind of put him in a box and decide things about him before giving him the chance to possibly show up in a different way. So I described this to my client and she really liked it and told me she's going to do it the next time. And here's the main things I want to impart to you. When you offer feedback to a man, whether it's on the first date or somebody that you know really well, our come from makes a huge difference. So if there's any part of us that's trying to make him feel bad or help us feel righteous or one up or anyway, he's going to feel that. So I want to really encourage you, lead with your curiosity and give him plenty of space and room to tell you what his experience is, because it might be different than yours. So I look forward to hearing about how that goes for you. And if you found this helpful, I am super excited to let you know about something I'm going to be starting the end of this month. I'm going to be doing a free complimentary call and you are invited. It's called Let's Talk About Love. And I'll be offering some content and some tips and some tools to help make your love, dating, and relationship life more fun and more juicy. And there'll also be time for you to get on the line with me and ask some questions and get some on-the-spot coaching. So I hope you'll join us, and more details coming soon. And in the meantime, I wish you a juicy, love-filled day.